June 29th, Brisbane Convention and Entertainment Centre. We've got all these guys coming down to put on a magnificent show here in Brisbane. No Limit Boxing is very excited to be back in Brisbane. Liam Wilson headlining for the first time on a Fox Sports event, No Limit on Fox. We've got the return of Shannon O'Connell, and we've got two big Broncos, two big Queenslanders, two big Dirty Maroons in Justin Hodges and Ben Hannant here to give us a bit of entertainment. The two former Broncos, former Maroons, former great rugby league players. Look, I'll be honest with you, it's not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. They're big boys. They're going into swing. They're throwing some heavy hands. And that's what we want to see. We want to be entertained by them. I think that's what they're going to bring.
Well, the challenge. The one thing I missed from retiring from footy was that challenge of pushing yourself to the limit, constantly trying to be the best version of yourself. I've got a pretty cushy job now doing brekkie radio. The one thing I miss most about rugby league is always pushing yourself every day to reach your true potential. And this is another great opportunity. Now, I think it's smart from Hodgie only giving me 4 weeks' notice. I was 116 kilos eating pizzas, running my 8 kids around, doing my job. I was a fat mess, to put it lightly. And, in a space of 2 weeks, I've dropped 8 kilos. And while Hodgie's sleeping, I'm up working. I'll be in the gym 3:30 in the morning. I've played with him for 7 years. I know he's a Ferrari. He's an athlete. He's powerful. He's skillful. But he may be a Ferrari, but, mate, we're in a sport where we get banged up, and I'm happy to be a 200 series Land Cruiser. Well, there's nowhere to hide come June 29. There's nowhere to hide. In boxing, he played in the outside backs, so he got to do the pretty stuff, scoring tries and nice runs. But let's see what he does when people are right in front of him, constantly putting pressure on him. He wants to be a boxer. He hasn't lied about it. He wants to take on Paul Gallen. The winner of this fight, supposedly, it's going to be an Origin duo between either Hodjo and Paul Gallen, or myself and Paul Gallen. That's what got sold to me 4 weeks ago. And so, at the end of the day, he's got everything to lose. He's got nothing to gain, everything to lose. When I don't pretend to be a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I work harder than anyone else. You get me in that ring, ask Josh Papali if he took me lightly. In that situation, I haven't been in the gym for 7 months, but in 2 weeks, I'm happy with the gains I've got. But in 2 weeks' time, after I knock him out, let's see what I do with 12 months under my belt if Paul Gallen wants to have a crack. I'm not taking this I'm just doing this as a payday. Like, this is a challenge for me. Hodgie's one of the greatest football players to ever lace a boot, I believe, one of the greatest centres of all time. And this is a challenge for me. Bring it on, let's do it. Let's have some fun while we're doing it too.
Oh, well, he ain't going to put shit to sleep. Like I said, for me, it's either going to be my second last fight or my last fight, and I've trained just as hard. Benny, like you said, he'd come out, and a lot of people don't realise that I do work hard. I used to train, boxing and stuff when I was away from the rugby league field, and a lot of people didn't know that because I wasn't trying to put it out there. I just relied on my natural ability. But look, I've been working hard, just as hard as him. I don't have to get up at 3:30 and do that work because he's the silly one that sits on radio and talks shit and eats fatty food, so that's his problem, not mine. I just train when I need to train. I work hard. And, he's talking about the Josh Papali fight. He's got to realise these are 10-ounce gloves, not 18, and a head guard. And I hit really hard. So when I hit him, he's going to go to sleep. But, like you said, we're good friends. But once that bell rings, I want to try and take him out as quickly as I can.
What's about this one?
Oh, look, I know Benny's a great challenge. He works hard. He tossed up. He had 4 weeks. I had 4 weeks as well. I had the same amount of time. I didn't know who I was fighting and when I was fighting. I got the same call-up as him. 4 weeks, obviously, I called out Barry Hall to fight because I knew there was a big carrot at the end of it, was to fight Paul Gallen. And as Benny said, as athletes, that's what you want. You want to be tested. We're in a different sport. We respect the sport. We train our ass off just as much as the other guys do. So for me, it's... there's a massive carrot for both of us, but I know myself. I've dedicated myself hard, and whichever way he wants to come, obviously he's going to be fit. He's going to be walking on, and at some stage he's going to land a nice big punch, and he's going to go to sleep, and that's what I've been working on. And I know that's the type of style that Benny is. He'll just walk on to something massive, and it's a lot different from wearing 18 ounces to 12 ounces. So that's what he's got to realise when he gets in the ring with me. Oh, look, we want every single supporter of Queensland to come out and support us. You know, there's not just myself and Benny. There's other fantastic boxers who have been wonderful, sports people for obviously boxing, obviously great Queensland as well. So by then, Queensland will have the series wrapped up 2-0. So it's almost like a bit of a party for them to come and watch us put on a show and sit back in the stands after our boys go over to Perth, do their job, and then come and support us. Come and watch us do our job, and I'm pretty sure they'll get a great nights of entertainment. You know, obviously me and Benny put on a good show. Then you got Liam and Shannon behind me as well, who are just fantastic boxers, and they can do their work, and us two big boys will do our work and punch the shit out of each other.